Hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to Lucid9. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm hot for justice.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm Cheapy New.
And I'm Envy Jitters.
And we're going in the classroom with a serial killer. Who knows what the fuck is gonna happen?
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Oh, God, this place. I remember this place. We're always at this place. Ryouta follows straight behind me, announcing my presence with a loud crow.
And the delinquent arrives at last.
Does he have pink eye?
I don't know
Maybe.
what's happening.
I don't know. He got crazy eyes?
I don't know. It's almost like his eyes are watering at the bottom. It's bothering.
bit.
Yeah.
He pushes up his sleeves as if he's getting ready for work, tossing his keys and phone on top of the desk, probably in an effort to unburden himself for whatever he has planned. I stop abruptly, my eyes roving frantically across the classroom, searching empty space. Huddled in the back corner of the room are two desolate figures tied firmly to their chairs. The first is a girl, the second a boy. I don't recognize either of them, but they look young, maybe in their first year. They're speechless, but even from where I sit, I can see the sweat rolling from their temples and dripping
Wait a
onto
minute.
their necks, and their knees are clearly shaking.
Wait a minute. Where the fuck is Rui?
She's not here.
She's not on the premise.
That was said last time.
Okay.
Both of them absolutely terrified, innocent bystanders pulled into this sick, dastardly game. That's when Ryouta abruptly pounds the handle of his knife against his desk. Blasting my ears with a sudden sound, my heart instinctively jumps into my throat. He snickers quietly at the shock that must be evident on my face.
Welcome, class. Hate to say it, but you're now in a remedial session. Suffice to say, you've all screwed up in a big way, and it's my job to whip you back into shape. How I hate it, but someone in this snooty little elementary school has to smack the hands of the naughty ones.
He suddenly whips to me, his eyes blazing fire, pointing the tip of his knife right at my chest.
You! Why aren't you sitting down?
I sit down, throat dry. Ryota's shoulders immediately relax.
Good. That's exactly how I like it. Now, Ishimoto, is it? Since you came in late, you get to be my special assistant.
My body goes cold. My eyes immediately turn to the knife. Ryouta, reading my intentions, chuckles.
Oh, don't look so scared, boy. You'll help me discipline. Sounds like a much better position to be in, doesn't it?
Relief courses through me, and I hate myself for it. I shouldn't be relieved. He's a discipliner. I am a discipliner. Whatever he's planning on doing, I will have to copy.
Ew.
If he breaks bones, so must I. If he saws through limbs, so must I. And if I don't, then all of us will be killed. Right here, right now.
Right here. Right.
Because the only thing keeping him playing along is me.
What do we have to do?
Oh, it's quite simple.
He strides behind the teacher's desk and pulls something out underneath. My heart drops. 2 metal pipes, around 3 feet in length, rough around the edges. He rolls one to me. I automatically stoop down and pick it up.
We'll take turns inflicting blows on our disciplinees. Good, solid blows that make a nice musical sound. The first discipliner who knocks out or kills their disciplinee loses.
The 2 students explode into wailing at this statement.
You bastard! You damn bastard! I can't believe you!
Hi, Rui! Please don't hurt my sister! Don't hurt me!
Oh shit.
This makes me freeze. Brother and sister. I silently watch as Ryouta gleefully skips over to the chairs, dragging the 2 students over. Brother and sister, the cruelty will never end.
I swear, if you lay one finger on my brother!
Ryouta stops abruptly. The momentum throws the girl against her ropes, temporarily choking her into silence.
Isn't she just so darling? I picked her out specifically for you, boy.
Did you?
Oh yes, and she gets to be yours.
I stare in silent horror at the girl. She only turns her head away. Hiseo?
Hasao, look at me! Look at me, Hasao!
The terrified boy locks eyes with her, face doused in a mixture of tears and sweat.
You'll be okay. It'll be okay. Do you understand?
It won't be.
It'll be okay.
Of course she'd say that. Except the first person to fall unconscious means a loss, which means I have to inflict pain without the promise of comfort.
Or, you could just, smack him, take his phone.
Then Rui's dead.
Well, you don't know that.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't do this.
If I want to win, or at least not lose, each blow needs to be felt by their conscious mind.
Yes. Oh, don't give me that face, boy. Be glad I didn't pick the knife. I mean, I'm pretty tempted to, but then you'd probably lapse and that's just boring. Something like this needs to be remembered. So, are we ready to begin?
No, we can't.
I'll go first. Watch and learn.
He stands over the boy, gripping the pipe tightly in one hand, keeping the knife in the other.
Oh, jeez.
Ugh.
No.
I watched remember when this used to be fun?
They were at an amusement park and everything.
Yeah, we were just making up funny shit about everything. It was just an episode of Community.
Yeah.
I watch transfixed even while everything in my brain is screaming for me to turn away and close my eyes. The boy whimpers quietly, eyes wide, squirming about the crude ropes that bind him to his chair. Ryouta smirks quietly at him and ruffles his hair.
Not gonna lie to you, kid. This is gonna hurt like hell.
No!
Ryouta raises the pipe painstakingly slow, reveling the drama of the reveling in the drama of the moment.
3, 2, 1.
He whips the pipe down, but when it's just an inch away from the boy's kneecaps, he stops.
Psych!
The boy releases a great shuddering gasp, shoulders dropping in relief. Then, without a moment's hesitation, Ryouta lifts the pipe and brings it down. Crack goes bone against metal, and the air splits from the impact of horrifying, agonized scream, punctuated by a shrill screech of metal as the base of the chair grinds against the ground from the force of the impact.
Shit.
The boy is still screaming as Ryouta steps back, an expression that I've never seen before drawing on his face.
Oh, beauty. True beauty. How poignant is your sting.
He giggles quietly to himself as the boy writhes against his chair, leg forced into an awkward angle.
Damn it!
This can't go on. I can't let this go on. Then there's just one thing to do.
Well, your turn, boy.
This is a nightmare with no awakening, a dark tunnel with no sign of light. What use is it? There's nothing left to wait for. It's better to end it quickly than to prolong needless pain. I shouldn't have come here in the first place. I shouldn't have tried to fix anything. If only I had remained unattached, if only I had stayed oblivious, none of this would have happened. I raised the pipe with certainty, hands cold but steady. It would have been better if I had just stayed as a normal high school student, breezing past his final year of studies before the university exam, alienated from this world of misery. I swing the pipe. The impact rushes assuredly into her skull, splitting it clearly.
What?
Shit.
Why do you go for that?
Yeah,
She
why-
didn't have time to scream.
Why'd he go for the head?
Yeah.
Knock her out.
Oh, so he loses.
I straighten, expecting to fear terror, guilt, fear. The only thing that overcomes me is a wave of nausea. Not the sickening blow of a fever or a flu, something on a deeper scale that flows to the outer edge of my body. A sensation that's slimy and incurable. Murderer, my mind whispers. There's silence from Ryouta, even from the boy, not a single peep. The boy should be screaming in fury. He should be swearing vengeance at me, vowing to make me suffer for killing his sister. Ryouta should be cackling with satisfaction. He's finally broken me to the point where I've taken a life. The two of them only stare at me, silently, as if frozen in time. Frozen in. I drop the pipe, but it lands soundlessly, like the world is a velvet muffler. What is this? I step towards Ryouta, but he doesn't budge. His eyes remain on the spot where I was.
Oh.
The room is still silent. Still and silent and miraculously peaceful, like a scene put on pause, or a stage play in the middle of intermission. Like a pause screen. A shadow flits in the corner of my vision, immediately drawing my attention.
Who's there?
Nothing, of course, nothing. There is no longer anything, simply emptiness. because I am helpless and there is nothing left for me. This is out of my control. I can do nothing more. Death after death, an endless cycle of suffering, living in a world that delights in breaking innocent souls. It's better to just give up and die. If I could fall to the ground right at this moment and just let myself rot, that would certainly be ideal.
This game is dark.
Or do I need to live? To lie down without a fight, or to set my revenge on the world? To make society resent the people who raised such a monster? A tantalizing thought. This is out of my control, and now in my control.
Well,
Ellipses.
are we blacking out?
And so I wake.
Oh.
Time has resumed. No, it never stopped at all. Girl's split corpse tumbles crooked in her chair. If I bothered to look, I would probably see organs slithering out of her skull.
Wait, what?
Look at
We killed her.
Look at the... It changed.
Did it?
Yeah.
I breathe deeply despite the cloying scent of iron, feeling refreshingly alive. You monster! Despite his numerous injuries, the boy writhes against his chair, screaming in a toxic concoction of fury and pain. A truly tragic scenario. But he is obnoxious and hardly influential. It would be better to dispose of him without hesitation.
Oh, no.
So were we the bad guy the whole time?
Maybe.
And Ryouta was like our henchman or whatever? Because there were two
Maybe
of
we're
them,
partners.
right? In the beginning?
Yeah.
I reach down and grab the pipe, crushing it against his forehead with all the force I can muster. Instant silence.
Oh no.
I sigh quietly, flicking fragments of bone and blood off the pipe, feeling, for the first time, total control of the situation.
No.
So
Damn it,
this is
Mama.
true strength. How I envy it. I turn my gaze to the man standing by the shattered teacher's desk. His face is utterly still, masked with years of long practice, but I can sense now wings of terror beating beneath his breast. It has probably been a long time since a man like him has felt fear, almost an entirely new sensation. I smile absently, a tingle of pride buried beneath my hollowness. This man, with a haggard face, beaten brow, shredded pupils, accustomed to chaos of the highest order, fears me.
Who are you?
Why do you ask?
I see this man's calculations crumbling in his eyes. Clearly, this is a situation he has not expected.
Oh,
No,
we
neither
lapsed
did we.
again.
Fuck.
We are Tyler Durden!
We are.
You're not Yama.
Nonsense. There's no one else I could plausibly be.
He's simply limited by his preconceived notions, the fool. I advance towards him, raising my well-worn pipe. Let him burn. Let this whole world burn.
Wow.
He deserves nothing less.
Wait!
He throws up a hand, trembling with adrenaline, looking for a way to escape. He's such a brave man, and yet so cowardly.
I'm waiting.
You want something different, don't you?
I stretch my sore muscles idly, paying little heed to the knife clenched tightly in the man's hand. An intelligent fellow, he's had it all this time, but even though he's drawn it, he knows better than to use it on me.
What could you possibly mean?
The man is still for a moment, his eyes flickering down to my open ribcage. But the knife stays at his side. Instead, he raises his unarmed hand, pointing across the room toward the broad window that eclipses the edge of the classroom.
I know that look in your eyes. We're not so different, you
Oh,
and I.
God.
No.
Oh.
This seems like a perfectly acceptable moment to chuckle, but not even a smile crosses my lips. Intriguing.
You want bloodshed. I can help you in that. You will gain very little from killing me as opposed to letting me help you.
I tilt my head, humming quietly.
A sensible offer, but...
I suddenly flash forward, holding my pipe with both hands. Ryouta reflexively swings his knife, but his actions move like mud to my eyes. I easily catch his blade against my pipe and drive the leverage to rotate into his own chest. The knife sinks softly into his flesh. He stares at me agape.
Mess up.
I don't know. Maybe we might have just killed the serial killer because we're a serial killer.
Apparently.
You could not have been more wrong about what I want, unfortunately for you.
You!
I jolt my grip, thrusting the knife deeper in. He gasps for breath with a gurgling sound, no doubt the result of blood flushing through his lungs.
Alright.
I release my hold, knowing the wound to be fatal, and step away. After a moment of deliberation, I decide to pick up Ryota's pipe. A nice moment of irony. I step to the classroom window, my path littered with corpses. Jiro Ryouta, an unfortunate boy and an unfortunate girl. I draw myself to the window, regarding the peaceful sky without emotion. To see smoke cloud that sky, flecked with embers and ash, I look forward to seeing that day.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
We finally snapped.
The new story shall begin. Here. I casually flick the lock on the window and push it open with my pipe. I would have liked to crack the glass open like I cracked their skulls, but I have more important things to take care of.
Uh-oh.
It is time for the city to remember.
We got on a killing spree.
Oh no. I think we got a bad end.
Oh no!
We fucked up.
Well, we saved!
Okay, were we the murderer all along, or was he and then we just snapped?
I think we just
I
snapped.
think we snapped.
Damn it.
Well,
So where did we fuck up?
That is a good question.
It could have been recently, it could have been towards the middle of the game, it could have,
Maybe we shouldn't have picked up the call.
Where, oh where did we fuck up?
fuck.
Where, oh where did we fuck up this game? Oh where did we...
Well,
We're a serial killer now, everybody. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and feel free to check out some of our other gaming videos, our weekly podcast Anime Yay or Nay, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!